There is a reason why so many people sense change but feel stuck at the same time. Deep down, we all know there are levels of truth waiting for us. Yet, most people are not ready to cross the threshold that separates the familiar self from the unknown self. The mind craves comfort. The body clings to what it already knows. But the shift that is coming does not wait for comfort. It demands expansion. It demands a willingness to step into uncertainty. This is why some feel restless, anxious, or even resistant, because part of them already knows the door to the next stage is opening. Crossing a threshold means leaving behind old patterns, habits, and beliefs that no longer serve you. Imagine your identity as a house you've lived in for years. The walls feel safe, but they are also limiting. Beyond those walls lies a bigger space, a higher frequency of living, and a more powerful version of you. Yet, stepping outside feels uncomfortable, even frightening. This is why so many hesitate when they sense transformation approaching. It is not just about adopting new practices. It is about surrendering the old self so the new one can emerge. That is why the coming shift feels both exciting and overwhelming. So how do you prepare for this transition? The first step is awareness. Notice where your patterns keep you trapped in the past. Write them down. Reflect on them. Then practice small acts of expansion every day. Meditate on a new possibility. Journal about a life that excites you. Have inner conversations that affirm your power, not your limitations. When fear rises, don't fight it. Breathe into it. Allow your nervous system to adapt. This daily training conditions your body and mind to accept the unfamiliar without shutting down. Readiness is not about knowing everything in advance. It is about learning how to stay calm in the unknown. The coming wave of transformation is not about sudden miracles. It is about becoming a person who can sustain a new level of energy and identity. Those who resist will feel exhausted, stuck, and pulled back into old cycles. Those who lean in will discover clarity, freedom, and strength they didn't know they had. The truth is, you don't have to be fully ready today. You only have to begin. Each small act of courage prepares you for the next threshold. And when the moment arrives, you will find yourself walking into the unknown with confidence instead of fear. What if the tiniest particles of reality were already shaping the path of your life? Science shows that matter does not exist as solid objects, but as possibilities waiting to be chosen. Most people live unaware of this hidden truth, repeating old patterns, unaware that their thoughts and emotions are constantly collapsing these probabilities into outcomes. The coming shift is about realizing that you are not just an observer of life. You are an active participant in the quantum field, and once you understand this, nothing will ever look the same again. The field responds not to what you say, but to what you feel and believe. Every thought releases an electrical signal. Every emotion carries a magnetic pull. Together, they create an energetic blueprint that influences matter. This is not about wishful thinking. It is about coherence, aligning the brain and heart, so they send a unified signal strong enough to affect reality. Researchers studying group meditations have measured changes in heart rhythms, stress markers, and even shifts in collective behavior. These discoveries point to a deeper truth. Your inner state is directly connected to what unfolds around you. So how do you use these quantum secrets in daily life? Start small. Begin with one intention each morning. Instead of focusing on what you lack, tune into the feeling of already having what you want. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and imagine stepping into that future self. Let your body feel it now. The key is emotion. The stronger the emotion, the louder the signal you send into the field. Keep practicing until that state feels more real than your old doubts. Over time, your external reality will begin to catch up with the frequency you have been living inside. The future is not a fixed destination. It is a field of infinite possibilities, waiting for you to choose. Most people unconsciously pick the same outcomes again and again because they don't change their inner state. But those who learn how to align thought and emotion will discover that reality itself begins to bend. This is the shift that is coming, whether you are ready or not. The question is, will you stay in the old loop, or will you finally step into the quantum potential that has been waiting for you all along? Your body is not just a machine. It is a living record of your thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Every cell listens to the signals you send through your inner state. When you think the same thoughts and feel the same emotions every day, your body gets stuck in survival mode. But when you shift into new patterns, your cells start preparing for something greater. The coming change is not just a mental idea, it is biological. Your immune system, your heart, and even your DNA respond when you choose a new state of being. Science now shows that genes are not fixed. They can be turned on or off by your environment and by your emotions. Stress chemicals weaken the body, but elevated emotions like gratitude and love strengthen it. People who practice daily coherence have reported faster healing, stronger immunity, and even spontaneous shifts in health. These are not miracles. They are the natural response of biology to new energy. Your body is always listening. The question is, what instructions are you giving it? To prepare for what's coming, learn to tune into your body's signals. Notice where tension hides. Scan your body each day and write down what you feel. If your stomach feels tight or your chest feels heavy, that is your body warning you that fear or stress is running the show. Breathe into those areas, release them, and invite a new state. Even 5 minutes of daily practice can reset your biology. Sleep, nutrition, and breath work are also powerful tools that help the body adapt to higher energy. The truth is simple. Your body is the first frontier of transformation. If you ignore it, you may feel drained, stuck, or even ill as the wave of change grows stronger. But if you learn to work with it, your body becomes an ally, preparing you for the next stage of life. Every heartbeat, every breath, every cell is waiting for your signal. The question is, will you program it with fear, or will you program it with readiness for what's coming? Change is not coming. It is already here, but most people are not ready for it. They cling to familiar routines, repeating old habits that keep them in the same emotional cycles. The truth is, the future does not reward comfort. It rewards adaptability. What is coming is not a small change. It is a global wave of transformation in how we think, feel, and connect. And the reason so many are unprepared is because they keep looking outward instead of learning how to transform inward. The real preparation is not about knowing every detail of the future. It is about building the ability to remain stable in the unknown. Many will resist because letting go of identity feels like death. But that resistance only makes the shift harder. The key is surrender. To surrender does not mean giving up. It means allowing a higher possibility to emerge, even when you don't fully understand it. Those who learn this skill will move forward with ease. Those who don't will feel stuck in cycles of fear and chaos. So how can you prepare? Start by practicing resilience. Notice when life pushes you out of comfort. And instead of fighting it, lean into it. Build emotional hygiene, clear out resentment, release old anger, and choose gratitude even in small moments. Meditation, journaling, and daily reflection are not just spiritual practices. They are training for the nervous system. They condition you to handle more energy, more uncertainty, and more possibility. This is the real preparation for the coming wave. The shift is already unfolding, whether you are ready or not. But readiness is not about perfection. It is about practice. Every time you choose presence over fear, you align with the energy that is rising. Every time you surrender an old story, you step into the unknown with strength. And when the wave finally arrives, you will not be swept away. You will be one of the few standing strong, prepared to rise with it. Before every rebirth, there is a collapse. Many call it the dark night of the soul. It feels like everything is falling apart. Relationships, health, work, even your own sense of identity. But this collapse is not a punishment. It is the old self breaking down to make space for the new. What's coming is a higher version of you. But to reach it, the lower patterns must dissolve. That process is rarely comfortable. It feels like emptiness, confusion, or even despair. In this dark night, you may feel like nothing makes sense. Old goals lose their meaning. Familiar habits no longer satisfy you. It can feel like losing control. But this is the very sign that transformation is near. Your nervous system is releasing old programs. Your energy is detaching from the past. The body resists at first because it fears the unknown. But the unknown is where the breakthrough hides. The more you fight the darkness, the longer you stay in it. So how do you move through this stage? The key is presence. Sit with the discomfort instead of running from it. Journal your feelings. Meditate, even when your mind feels noisy. Breathe through the chaos. Remind yourself that breakdown always comes before breakthrough. Support yourself with community, healthy routines, and compassion. The dark night is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to prepare you for what's next. Every great transformation begins with a period of emptiness. When you feel like everything is falling apart, remember that something greater is being born. The dark night is proof that you are on the path. What's coming is not darkness, it is light. And the deeper the darkness feels now, the brighter the light will shine when it finally arrives. Energy is the language of the universe, and your body speaks it every day. Every thought, every feeling, every intention sends out a signal. Most people are unaware of this hidden conversation. They walk into rooms and feel heavy without knowing why. They meet someone and instantly sense trust or fear. This is energy communication. The coming shift is not about learning a new language. It is about remembering the one you already speak. Emotions are the clearest expression of this language. Love, gratitude, and joy expand your field, making you magnetic to opportunities. Fear, anger, and doubt shrink it, cutting you off from possibilities. At retreats and group practices, people often describe sensing the energy of others before a word is spoken. This is not imagination, it is your natural sensitivity. The more coherent your energy, the more clearly you can both send and receive signals from the field. To prepare for what's coming, begin practicing energy awareness. Before you enter a room, pause and tune into how you feel. Notice the shifts in your body when you talk to different people. Scan your home and ask yourself, does this space feel light or heavy? With practice, you will develop sensitivity to subtle signals. This awareness helps you adjust your state, keeping your energy field aligned and strong. The shift ahead will be felt first as energy. Those who ignore it will be caught off guard. But those who learn to read the signals will be guided with clarity. Energy is always speaking. The question is, are you listening? The more fluent you become, the more easily you will navigate the unknown. What's coming will not surprise you, it will feel like a language you already understand. Your life is not a straight line. It is a web of past memories, present choices, and future possibilities. Most people live trapped in the past. They rehearse the same stories, the same emotions, and the same pain over and over again. This keeps their future looking just like yesterday. But the truth is, the future is not fixed. It is waiting for you to imagine it differently. What's coming is the moment when more people learn to step out of the prison of time and choose a new path. The past is powerful because it shapes your identity, but it is not unchangeable. Every time you recall a memory, you rewrite it with your current emotional state. This means you can choose to free yourself from old pain by changing how you hold it. The present moment is the bridge between past and future. When you live fully in the present, you break the grip of the past and start rehearsing a new future. A simple practice is to take 5 minutes each day to imagine the life you want as if it already exists. Picture yourself speaking, moving, and living as that future self. Feel the emotions of gratitude, freedom, and peace now. This process tells your body that the future is already real. Over time, your internal timeline shifts. You begin to walk toward the version of you that is waiting ahead, instead of replaying the version that holds you back. The coming shift is about aligning your timeline. No more being stuck in old loops. No more repeating the same story. You are living in 3 times at once: the past, the present, and the future. Learn to align them, and you'll step into the flow of transformation. What's coming is not just a future event. It is already calling you now. The question is, are you ready to answer? Most people think of sleep as rest, but it is much more than that. Sleep is the body's reset, the brain's repair, and the soul's training ground. During dreams, your mind rehearses possibilities, processes emotions, and even encodes future potentials. If you've ever woken from a dream that felt more real than life, you've touched this hidden power. What's coming will require deep resilience, and sleep is one of your greatest tools for preparing. Science shows that during REM sleep, the brain enters a state where new neural pathways form more easily. This is when old emotional charges can be released, and new patterns can be wired. Lucid dreaming takes this further, allowing you to consciously practice new outcomes in a dream state. Imagine being able to test run your future before it even arrives. Your subconscious does not know the difference, it takes it as real. To use this, set an intention before bed. Instead of scrolling on your phone or worrying about tomorrow, take 5 minutes to imagine the future you want. See it, feel it, whisper it to yourself. Then, when dreams come, they will carry that seed. Keep a journal by your bed. Write down your dreams as soon as you wake up. Over time, you will begin to see patterns and messages pointing you toward what's coming. Sleep is not wasted time. It is preparation time. Those who ignore this will wake up tired, lost, and unprepared. But those who learn to use sleep as a tool will wake up energized, guided, and aligned with the shift ahead. What's coming will not surprise those who train their mind even in the dream world. They will already be living in it before it arrives. Time is not as rigid as it seems. We've all had moments when hours felt like minutes, or minutes felt like hours. This shows that time is experienced differently depending on your state of mind. What's coming will require you to master this. Those who learn to expand or compress their sense of time will be able to navigate change with clarity instead of feeling rushed or stuck. When you are stressed, time shrinks. You feel like there's never enough. When you are calm and present, time expands. Athletes call this the flow state, where everything slows down and performance rises. Meditation, breathwork, and focused awareness are tools that allow you to touch timelessness. In that space, you begin to sense future outcomes more clearly because you are no longer trapped in linear thinking. A daily practice is simple. Set aside a moment to close your eyes, slow your breath, and imagine time as flexible. Feel yourself expanding beyond the clock. The more you practice, the more you'll notice that stress no longer controls you. Instead, you become the one shaping your experience of time. This opens the door to sensing what's ahead. The shift that is coming will bend time for many. Some will feel life speeding up, others will feel stuck, but those who master timeless awareness will move smoothly, as if surfing a wave. You are not a prisoner of time, you are its co-creator. Learn this now, and what's coming will not overwhelm you, it will empower you. You already carry gold inside you. Every emotion, every thought, every challenge is raw material. The process of energy alchemy is about transforming the heavy into the light. Fear can become courage, pain can become wisdom, doubt can become trust. What's coming will push everyone to transmute their inner energy. Those who refuse will stay stuck in old patterns. Those who learn the alchemy will rise. Energy is never lost. It only changes form. When you hold on to anger, it burns you. But when you learn to release and shift it, that same energy fuels creativity or strength. The formula is simple: thought plus emotion equals energy. If you change your thoughts and pair them with elevated emotions, you change your frequency. This is how ordinary life turns extraordinary. To practice, notice your strongest emotion each day. Instead of reacting, ask, how can I transform this? If you feel fear, shift into gratitude. If you feel anger, breathe and channel it into focused action. At first it feels unnatural, but with practice you train your system to choose higher states. This is energy alchemy in action. The wave ahead is not about outside events. It is about inner transformation. Those who cling to lower emotions will feel crushed by the weight. Those who rise into higher states will find freedom. The power to transmute lies within you. The gold is already there, waiting to be uncovered. What's coming will reveal whether you use it or waste it. Whenever a new idea challenges the world, it brings both believers and critics. The teachings about consciousness, energy, and transformation are no different. Some say it is groundbreaking. Others say it stretches science too far. This tension is natural. What's coming will not be accepted by everyone, but it does not need to be. Transformation has always started with a few before spreading to many. Critics argue that the research is not always peer-reviewed or that the language of quantum physics is misused. These points are worth noting. But what cannot be denied are the thousands of people who share their stories of healing, growth, and personal change. The data may still be catching up, but the lived experience is real. Both sides reveal part of the truth. The best approach is balance. Blind faith can mislead you, but so can closed skepticism. The real path is self-experimentation. Test the practices in your own life. Track your results. Stay curious but grounded. You do not need to wait for permission to grow. You only need willingness to try. The coming shift will expose even more debate. But instead of getting lost in arguments, focus on your own transformation. If a practice helps you feel more alive, more balanced, and more at peace, then it is working. What's coming will not be decided in debates. It will be decided in the lives of those who live the truth for themselves. Most people guess whether they are ready for change. They go by feelings, which are often unreliable. Readiness, however, can be measured. The signs are not hidden. They show up in your behavior, in your energy, and in the synchronicities around you. If you want to know whether you are prepared for what's coming, you must learn to track these markers. Readiness looks like consistency. Do you react less to stress? Do you recover faster when life challenges you? Do you notice more coincidences guiding your path? These are all signs that your inner world is shifting. Another marker is your emotional baseline. If gratitude and calm are becoming your natural state, then your system is aligning with the higher energy that is rising. A practical way to measure is through journaling. Write down your daily emotions, your body's signals, and the meaningful events that happen. Over weeks, patterns emerge. You will see whether you are growing or repeating. You can also use 30, 60, or 90-day check-ins to reflect on changes in mindset and behavior. This makes your progress visible. What's coming will not wait for guesswork. It will challenge everyone, but those who measure and track their growth will adapt faster. Readiness is not about perfection, it is about progress you can see and feel. Start tracking today and you will know with clarity whether you are aligned with the shift ahead. The loudest messages often come in silence. Yet silence is what most people avoid. They fill every moment with noise, distraction, or chatter. But silence is where your deeper guidance lives. In silence, the body calms, the mind clears, and the whispers of intuition can finally be heard. What's coming will not be announced loudly. It will arrive quietly. Those who listen will sense it first. Silence is not emptiness. It is full of signals. When you sit quietly, you may feel a sudden insight, a knowing without words. This is your deeper self speaking. Many people in group meditations report receiving answers they had been seeking for years. They did not arrive through thought, but through stillness. Silence is the hidden teacher that most ignore. To practice, set aside a few minutes each day with no distractions. No phone, no music, no conversation, just sit. At first, your mind will resist. It will throw noise at you. But if you persist, you will notice a deeper calm beneath it. Over time, silence becomes a doorway to clarity. The shift ahead will be confusing for those who cannot quiet their minds. But those who learn to listen in silence will walk with guidance. The answers you seek are already within you. They are waiting in the stillness. What's coming will not surprise you if you have already learned to hear the silence speak. Life often feels like walking in the dark. You don't know what's next, but there is a hidden map that can guide you. This map is not written in books. It is written in your energy and your experiences. Every challenge, every emotion, every insight is a marker on the path. What's coming may feel uncertain, but the map is already within you. The path of transformation has stages. First comes the purge, when old patterns collapse. Then comes the breakthrough, when you touch new energy. Finally comes integration, where you stabilize the new version of yourself. This cycle repeats at higher levels, each time preparing you for greater expansion. Knowing these stages is like holding a map. You recognize where you are and what comes next. To use this map, pay attention to your own journey. Notice when you feel chaos, that is often the purge. Notice when clarity and inspiration strike, that is the breakthrough. Notice when life asks you to live differently, that is integration. Write down your insights. Keep track of your milestones. Over time, you will see the terrain clearly. The coming wave will be confusing for those who do not know the map, but those who do will walk with confidence. The unknown will no longer feel like darkness. It will feel like a journey you were born to take. The map is already in your hands. The question is, are you willing to follow it? Humanity is at a tipping point. For centuries, we have lived in survival, driven by fear, division, and limitation. But what's coming is an evolutionary leap. It is not about technology or politics. It is about consciousness. A new version of humanity is emerging, one that lives from higher awareness, deeper connection, and greater creativity. You are part of this shift. History shows that great leaps always come after great pressure. We are living through that pressure now. Stress, conflict, and uncertainty are pushing us to evolve. This is not random. It is the birth pains of transformation. As more people awaken, the collective field shifts. Suddenly, what once seemed impossible becomes normal. Healing, intuition, and unity become everyday experiences. Your role is simple but powerful. Every time you choose love over fear, you contribute to the evolution. Every time you imagine a better future and feel it as real, you anchor it for others. Group meditations, collective focus, and global coherence practices amplify this effect. You are not just one person, you are a vital part of the wave. The next evolution is already here. The question is whether you will step into it or resist it. What steps coming is bigger than any one person, but it includes you fully. You were born for this moment,